What up? What up? What up? What's going on? It's your boy Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. I got a lot to cover. There's a lot going on in these baddie streets as the ladies get geared up for the reunion, baby, where they box. It's the official boxing ring, so to speak, of the season. And we're going to see who the heaviest hitter is. Baby, we got to talk about Scotty getting called out by Tesehki and Lex. We're going to talk about Ahna versus Linwell Plumber. And Ahna is another baddie that decided to use the F word to get her rocks off. Okay. We're going to talk about Tavi really wanting that with Ivory. And I don't know why, but I just feel like they're going to let Ivory come to the reunion so they can get that. We're going to talk about who else is out here causing a ruckus. There's so much going on right now. DJ Air versus DJ Cloud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me not do that. DJ Airy versus DJ Sky. They got their little run in. Do y'all want to see them fight? Hell to the no. Don't nobody want to see them fight. There's a lot going on out here. And you know what? Bad Dolly ain't in the mess. She chilling. She on tour. You know what I'm saying? I love that for her. Who else ain't in the mess? Smiley ain't in the mess. DTB ain't in the mess. She made up with, Natalie. One of the ladies saying that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? People are staying out of the mess. Gretchen, we haven't heard much from her. I think she did one club appearance or something like that. I hope they didn't boo her. But all that to say is that we're going to get into all of the things, okay? What I need y'all to do for me is make sure that this video gets 200 likes. 200 likes and 100 comments would be nice. 200 likes and 100 comments will be nice. It's all about y'all engagement to help the channel groweth, all right? But let's get into what we're going to talk about first. Let's talk about Scotty first. Want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Okay, so we're going to start off with Scotty. Want to see what we talking about? Let's get into it.
We call it like a boxing match or like on the reunion. You know how they come out and sing? We had two people fight. Yeah, a boxing match between two people. They can be a sitter. For real, like they can put gloves on, no, that I would be so wrong.
All right, so listen, I don't think Scotty said anything wrong. Honestly, I think Scotty is giving out ideas that probably the fan base has thought about. Only reason why I feel Scotty mentioned this is because Tesehki and Lex made it a thing online. Indirectly, directly, whatever. It's like they go in and talk about the heaviest hitter when there's a war going on overseas. Didn't nobody tell these broads to talk about the heaviest hitter. They decided to bring it up and make it a topic. You make it a topic, the people are going to talk about it. Now y'all mad that the people are talking about it. And it's been talked about so much. Hell, I even brought it up in my interview, and DTB made it a thing, even though Tesehki says she didn't see that. She don't know what's going on with DTB. Baby, stop the lies, okay? You and Lex are out here acting like y'all don't know what's going on in the world. And like I said in another prior video, I think they called each other to do this shit on purpose. Let's be clear. Because outside of the big three debacle that's going on, what else are we talking about? Nothing. We don't talk about shit. Really. Now, let's bring up the heaviest hitter. Thanks, Wes and A Connection TV, for making it a thing. Because right after that clip went viral, it became a thing. I'm not dumb. I'm not slow. All right? So let's move on past that. Y'all been running this gag for a while. I believe the Lex video came out before I even did my interview. So it's been a running gag for a while. Now y'all mad? Why? Why not ask for more money? This is a perfect financial opportunity for the two of y'all, let's be clear. Y'all already getting paid to go to a reunion. Why not get paid to box? A boxing ring sounds smart. Sound like Scotty with the baby, new producer of a new show, is coming up with an idea for you hoes to make some money. Why are we mad? I don't understand that. Aren't y'all cool with Scotty? Y'all really in y'all fifis over what Scotty had to say? That don't make no sense to me. I just think she gave a great idea. And honestly, y'all talk about it so goddamn much, y'all need to box at this point. But that's just me. And we could be devils, we could play devil's advocate or angel's advocate. Let's play that instead. I'm not nobody's devil. But let's see what y'all got to say in the comments. Scotty being messy because she's pregnant. Hope she has the same energy after the baby. Okay, Scotty and the baby versus Janisha. Scotty always wants someone to fight, but always crying when she got to fight. It would be nice to see Scotty fight after she have the baby. I never heard as much of her opinion until she got pregnant. How about her and Janisha? Yes, I'm glad she said this. How about after you drop that baby, you get in the ring with Miss Chun-Li, Street Fighter? Y'all saying this is messy, but I think this is smart. They constantly claiming that they're the real heavy. Thank you, Lanza.jpg. Cause they constantly claiming that they're the real heaviest hitter. Why not prove it? Why, while making a lot of money on the side, and it would be more of a friend fade since it's in the boxing ring instead of real beef with furs. Scotty, with fists. Scotty, no, she messy. I think it's funny. Teens only a problem when certain people say it. This is actually fair. I agree with Scotty for once. How about after the baby, you go first? Girl, we know Lemmy told you to say that. Scotty, please just and mind your non-fighting business for real. All right. I don't. So it's a lot of them going against the grain, maybe because they like Lex so much, or maybe because they like Tesehki so much, or maybe because they hate Scotty so much. And anytime Scotty says something that's like, girl, you don't know how to fight, shut up. But I mean, come on. What she said was smart. And if both Tesehki and Lex were business minded and wanting the bag, like I would hope that they would be, uh, this would be a smart idea. Like outside of what everybody else is saying, I think they're not that smart by not doing this. And I think it could be, and what it feels like is no one wants to be caught out as the loser, because you could say what you are all day long, okay, but the proof is in the pudding. I'm the heaviest hitter. I'm the heaviest hitter. I'm the heaviest hitter. Why y'all keep saying this if y'all not gonna prove it? Shut up. Y'all telling Scotty to shut up. They need to shut up. What are we talking about here? We already know Scotty can't fight with baby or without baby. But let's be clear, Scotty has fought before. Scotty has fought way more than Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Scotty has fought way more than somebody's djsky. You know what I'm saying? Scotty has fought more than Smiley. And all four of these women talk out the side of their mouth. So I'm more inclined to be on Scotty's business wavelength than to hate on a girl that we already know don't fight for real for real. But she's not gonna let you punk her. Scotty wouldn't have got slapped and walked away. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And Scotty has yet to get thrown to the ground. So in my mind, she has every right to talk. She on the show with y'all. It ain't like she an audience member. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Y'all feel how y'all feel about Big Lex and Tesehki, and y'all love y'all faves, and y'all mad at Scotty. Don't make sense to me. Let me see before I go up to make sure. People want Stassi on there, and they go somewhere where her mom here do. She is a mom though. All right, let's see. I have a bright idea for everyone that wants me and Lex to squabble. Every single one of y'all get paid to get in the ring against us. Oh, and since there's so many of y'all, we get to bring Ivory with us. How about that? I didn't know Lex and Ivory was that cool to want to fight the masses. You know what I'm saying? But okay, if they are, they are cool. It is what it is. Now we all know that Ivory, Lex, and Tesehki is whooping everybody ass. We already know this. We already know this. But this sounds aggravating. Like, bitch, you're upset. Not like, bitch, like Tesehki a bitch, because I don't want to get punched. But like, why are you so upset, mama? We're only responding to what you put out. Usually, and I love Tesehki, but usually you're mute the whole season. Now, you want to talk about heaviest hitter and you want us to shut up? No, 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 Miss Mamas. You're entertaining us. You're letting us know that, hey, you can talk. No shade, no shade. And you're talking about your status as the heaviest hitter. We know that you are that. But why not prove it even further? Since you know, hey, anybody can talk about whatever they want to talk about. Anybody can say they're the heaviest hitter. But we already know. Girl, come on now. Come on. And y'all mad? Y'all mad. It don't make sense to me. But whatever.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Every time my name is mentioned, I feel like I just get the internet in a whole frenzy. Like, everyone starts having their opinions on me and this and that and this and that. And it's like, damn, I done seen about 6 or 7 blog posts about me, and just like everyone's going in, chiming in their opinion.
That ain't me. She ain't talking about me.
That much for real. But it's just a simple fact. I was just addressing the fact that people do a lot of stuff on the internet, and when they see me in person, it's not the same energy. And for that, I don't feel like arguing with somebody on the internet is necessary. I'm gonna let you know how we got the everybody.
I mean, she just talking to talk because honestly, I don't know what that's all about. Listen, let's see what y'all got to say in it. Fine Waldo yet again. Oh, girl, girl, ain't nothing else to post these baddies boring as f. Boring. Clock it. She's literally all down my timeline. She is def the most mentioned right now. Take it as a compliment. She didn't lie. Camilla, Meatball, Ahna, Kiva. Lex is the main topic. Let's be for real. And that's true. Camilla, Meatball, Ahna, and Kiva. Kiva is another one, baby. Kiva want to fight everybody that can beat up everybody, which is so crazy to me. Kiva, baby. Literally leave my girl alone because it's jealousy at this point. But hey, as long as Lex is happy, that's all that matters. The blogs are talking about everyone. You're not that special. Trust. Jayla. I feel Jayla. Like she. Okay. All right. Because you sit there and recap about everybody, so they say something back. The hook. Y'all not gonna admit it, but Lex is one of the main characters on the show. Her fans and haters keep up with her, and there's always a discourse about her. Listen, y'all got upset talking about I was sucking her meat, and I didn't know she had meat. I didn't know she was trans. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm kissing her ass. What? That makes no sense. But it is what it is. We can adopt similar connections despite our differences. I know I ain't on nobody's woman's parts. I already know that already. You know what I'm saying? One day I talk about her, y'all think I hate her so much. The next day I big her up, y'all think I'm sucking her twat. I'm not Summer. Okay, let's make that clear. I'm not. I review what I see. And what I see is Lex down the timeline. And so I'll review it if the story is interesting. But yes, that is correct. Ahna, Camilla, Meatball, and the other person that was mentioned, Kiva. Sorry, no shade. Always got something to say about her. And that's, you know what? It is what it is. All right, let's see. Y'all, let me show y'all this shit here. Let me show y'all this.
I'm having a party today.
So she having a party, and she making the punch in her dirty ass tub, throwing lemons in the motherfucking tub with her feet, stirring it with her feet. Now, I know daggone well this is a gag reel, because ain't no way in hell. Look at that. Disgusting. And she pouring it out to the people. Baby, I'm glad she didn't show her face, because Miss Mamas ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. And then I'll add something else to this outside of the Scotty thing.
Going down and still friends? Yeah.
All right, so boom, y'all know about the Tinka situation. Now I immediately went to Diamond, and I'm like, "Girl, what you want to say? When you got something to say before I report? Before I report this?" She was like, "What you talking about?" So I showed it to her. She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Don't worry about it." Kiva, Tinka just recanted and said that we be chopping it up. Well, not me. I'm not on the blog heavy like that, but they be chopping and screwing. And she was like, "Oh, okay." But then Tinka came out and said, the internet be screwing my stuff up. Y'all need to leave me alone. Stay out of it. This and that and the third. Blase, skip. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel you, Tinka, Miss Mamas. I feel you, baby. That battle with Ahna and the Game Boy. Child, let me child.
Girl, we've been wanting to see her fucking fight. Everybody been wanting to see her fight. God, she talking about she want to see us fight. Everybody been wanting to see her fight and not just sit down and just not do shit. Like a bonding match.
Let's see what y'all got to say. Every time Scotty says something, y'all go overboard like it's getting old now, for real. Facts. She only meant it as friendly competition, and that's it. Y'all got too much energy for somebody that's pregnant. Please relax. You know what's so interesting? It's like under Scotty's post, everybody hates Scotty. Under Lex's post, that's pointing at Scotty, everybody defending Scotty. Baby, this fandom is so wishy-washy. She said friendly and y'all to make money. Why they so mad when Scotty say something? Everyone can have a say except Scotty, because it's so interesting. It's so interesting how that works. It's so interesting. On the Scotty post, they hate her. On the Lex post, they defend the Scotty. It's crazy. Let me see what my girl Ciroc got to say. I like Ciroc, and I need Ciroc on the show. Come on, body. God damn.
Comparison, I feel like you can't compare the two. The reason I think you can't compare the two is because Lex fights wild. Lex not posted up, no hair pulling, swinging. Lex is running towards you. Tesehki is more of a slower fighter, and I like it. I respect it, because this is why. When you actually posting up to fight, bitch, you're going lick for lick, blow for blow. Let me see that shit in 4K. When you going whoosh, whoosh, and don't get me wrong, it's going to end up happening you can't dictate how the fight gonna go. Because it depends on what type of person you're fighting. If I'm fighting a bitch like to take y'all, okay, yeah, I'm gonna post up, bitch. You gonna go blow for blow, swing for swing, bitch. You gonna fight like some niggas out here. When you fight a bitch like Lex, you gotta do exactly what she doing to be able to win the fight, because she's using her arms, she's rushing you. You can't compare the two. So, listening to hosts on TV show who don't know how to fight, say who is the hardest, whatever. No, and I don't watch the show enough to barely see like on every fight that they've had. But you can tell the difference from the techniques and what they're doing. Technique-wise,
I want her on the show. I want her on the show. Siki will watch you fight and study your moves and use that against you in the fight. I actually like her. Hopefully they make it interesting and cast her for the next season. Period. We need Ciroc on the show. We need Ciroc on the show. Perfectly said. I want her, and bring Jo back again. Tesehki has better structure. Tesehki is way more skilled in how she hits, how she stand, everything. Ivori. Tesehki is not comparable. I don't care. I don't care. I tried to explain to y'all, they are two different styles of fighting. Tesehki is the heaviest hitter. Tesehki knows how to move her feet, duck, and dodge. She basically said Tesehki the heaviest hitter. Okay, yes. We need Ciroc on the show, though. Can we get Ciroc on the show? What do y'all think about Scotty having her opinion? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It doesn't, Scotty can have her opinion. It's not a problem. I think Scotty can have her opinion. She's on the show with y'all.
So every single one of y'all get paid to get in the ring against us both. Oh, and since so many of y'all, we get to bring Iron with us. How about that? I'm trying to see something other than that. Shut it. Everyone that wants us to squabble can't squabble. It's quite funny. I agree with that. Everyone that wants us to squabble and everyone that wants us to fight, it wouldn't stand 10 toes with us. I have a bright idea for everyone that wants.
I don't think that's the case, though, because there's a lot of people that want y'all to fight. There's a lot of people that want y'all to fight. I heard a lot of the Now That's TV women want y'all to fight, and they know how to fight. So, I mean, it is what it is. And even if we don't know how to fight, a lot of the fans or people that are watching y'all so y'all can get paid want something to see. Let's be clear. The season was boring. At first, I thought it was going somewhere. I thought this was finna be something. But it ended up not being anything. Y'all only got a couple more episodes left, and we get the reunion. Now, let's be clear. Africa ain't better than USA, because Africa was trash in so many different levels. With USA is boring. It's really, really boring. And I talked about that in my deep dive review. And so, yes, DTP had a point. She had a very valid point. Africa is just bottom of the barrel for me, but USA is very boring. The best overall season of Baddies USA, hands down, is Baddies Caribbean. Period. Point into the blank. We have multiple different characters. We have very strong personalities. We had a lot of storylines wrapped up in that, and it was just hot after episode after episode after episode. Very, very hot. We got introduced to DTB and Tink. We got introduced to Meatball. We got introduced to J.O. Kiva. It was the beach scene was a brawl. Like the freaking Kiva versus DTB versus Ahna versus Biggie versus Nunu. Nunu knew how to fight then. Jayla versus Gretchen. Callie versus Jayla. Natalie versus everybody. Rollie sneaking Gretchen. It was a lot going on. The whole nigga shit was a whole fuckery. Meatball and her look. You know what I'm saying? It was there's a lot going on. Let me not do Let me not do that. Let me not do that. Meatball is a cool character. Her and Tink's separation was very hard to watch, but it was pure reality. You know what I'm saying? It gave that. And Meatball was fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was until Jail came in. And then we had the whole thing where she apparently allegedly pulled out a plane and all this other stuff. Whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? At the reunion, Biggie got slapped. You know what I mean? There was so much that happened with Caribbean. My second favorite is South. And then my third one out of that is Midwest. Ivy and Pretty P. That's it. Ivy and Pretty P. And of course, you know, the big three women, you know. That's when we got introduced to big three. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, but Pretty P and Ivy was that for me. But then it was Tinka slapping Summer, and then it was Pretty P going after Tinka and Diamond, and you know, it was a lot going on with that. You know what I'm saying? I just there were some good seasons. You know, some of y'all like East because Tesehki was when Tesehki came on the board, and I think I want to say South is the one where Chrisean and Jayla was a partnership or a duo. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's South. South was really good. The battle with Rollie with the 10 versus Chrisean and Jayla, that took over the whole season right there. But there was just a lot of goodness wrapped into that. In the Midwest where Rollie bullied, I don't know. Midwest is the chop after that point. Because that's Midwest? Is that Midwest? That is Midwest, right? When Rollie bullied Slim, there was a chop after that. That's why it's number 3. But either way, USA ain't in the top 5. It just ain't. It's boring. It's boring. Y'all got too many of these women. I feel like these women should know better. All these women been on a season, and then they come giving us this. And they come giving us this because they're all friends. They all don't want to fight. They all want to get their bookings and their, you know what I'm saying? It's like Baddies built them all up, but they don't appreciate it enough because they ain't giving us no goddamn show. And to mind you, this ain't all about fighting. It's just about being entertaining. What are we talking about here? Be entertaining. The shit is boring. It's boring. It's boring. And even when Smiley was rubbing cupcake frosting on her face, that was whack. It wasn't entertaining. It was corny. It was like, bitch, you put on just for the camera. That's what that was. And I just want, anyways, irregardless, leave your comments below. Leave your comments below. Give me 200 likes and 100 comments. That's what I said, right? 200 likes and 100 comments. You're 50% of Mona, because we know y'all love some Mona. But give me 200 likes and 100 comments. I love y'all. On to the next video.